I'm excited to see it on the big screen because, we've been working on videos for how long now? We've only watched it on like TVs. I think the closest thing I've had to a movie theater experience is probably watching it in Dodge, which is cool, but like you can't beat like Regal unless it's AMC. But
Not sponsored.
no, I want to be sponsored by AMC, bro. That shit is $25 a month, man. The Q&A always kind of scares me a little bit because nobody wants to sound stupid, right? But I also look at it as I don't only want people to remember the film, I want them to remember me as a director. So I always feel like when the spotlight's on, it's time to shine. But naturally, doing shit like this is a little bit awkward for me. I feel like naturally, as like Roger the person, I'm kind of shy, introverted. But there's something about like when it comes time to be a director, you kind of turn it on. You know what I'm saying? I never want to just be like a foolish director. Like I don't really give a fuck about that. I want to be Roger Torres, and I happen to make shit. You know.
Oh, and besides real life, did you conduct any more research about how to portray the mother's condition, or was it just about your feeling of how your grandmother's relationship with your mother?
I did a little bit of research, but honestly, I leaned a lot on Christina Morrow. I'll share a little bit about her experience because I didn't talk to her before this, so I don't want to share too much, but she can relate. Her mother was similar to my grandmother Irma, so I just leaned on her a lot, and we both just tried to be as honest as possible, and we tried to not display a condition, honestly. We tried to display the love between this relationship and focus on why it's hard. I think a lot of times, sometimes focusing too much on mental health, you can kind of take yourself out of the film a little bit. And I wanted to just focus on the love between these two characters. And I just allowed my actors to play, truly. You know what else I was thinking about the other day, and I got kind of emotional about this? It's so weird that, like, my grandmother Irma is, I don't want to say like maybe like a dark memory of the past for myself and my family. And it's so weird now, like looking on Instagram and everybody's like, go Irma, go Team Irma or whatever. Like it's almost like my grandmother is like a character now that people like, I don't want to say root for, but like it just feels that way when people are saying go Irma. And like I haven't reconciled with that. I don't know. I just wonder what she would think.
Quick, how are you feeling right now?
How am I feeling? That was one of the best moments of my life. Watching it in a theater completely changes how you watch it.
Absolutely.
It made it feel like more real. I'm labbed up. I'm working.
Oh,
Yeah.
testing 1, 2.
Feel.
No, like honestly, it was so crazy. It felt so magnified, but like in a good way. But then at the same time, I was like, man, okay, this is making me cringe a little bit. What if they see when it
Any
twerks a little bit?
imperfections?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But genuinely, it was so surreal to see. And now that we're semi-finalists for an Oscar student academy, that's like, it was so. I'm just really grateful to God. Honestly, that's the best thing I can say right now because I don't have the words. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I have.
Good answer.
All right, we're gonna try to take some photos on set, so let's roll.
All right.
Can I get in there for one?
Yes, of course.
Can you imagine if we were like, no, door?
You're tired of me.
Aww.
When we did the film, I think I worked hard to not villainize her. I feel like the film works because she, I don't know, redeemable is not the word, but like is honest. You know, I don't think she's a piece of shit in the film. I just think she's confused. So I don't know.
Flawed person. That's not.
Yeah. Did I do this backwards? No, the seam is right there.
See you there.
Yeah, probably record something in the car when we're getting boba. Whatever happens, happens.
What was the most challenging scene to film? I think there's a lot, but
I'll talk about it and then y'all chime in. So obviously it is this scene is kind of a snippet of my life. It's obviously fictionalized to some extent, but the scene where the grandmother's breaking into the house and at the end where Melissa's calling the police. The day before we shot that scene, just like trying to go back to that place, I found myself crying on set the day before, like just getting anxiety of having to go back there. And then luckily I had my friend, one of my best friends, and DP Oni kind of pull me back and tell me just lean into the fear. It's a good thing, you know, because if you bring that as a director, you can give it to your actors and they can portray it. So shooting that was emotionally difficult. But then also, if nobody noticed, the film is kind of like just one long scene. So having to make sure my actors were at the same emotional place each day, and sometimes starting here and having to end here was challenging to shoot. Do you want to talk about that scene a little bit?
I'll talk more like on a physical level as DP, because I was also the operator. The scene where Irma falls on
The dollhouse.
the dollhouse. Yeah, I was handheld, and I had some grips on the camera, and I didn't know exactly how it was gonna happen. So I kind of like blacked out when it picked up, but by the grace of God, we got the shot. So yeah, that was mine.
LA Shorts rap. You're recording?
Yep.
Is that a rap on LA Shorts? I don't know.
Do you want to come back for like?
Opening, closing night.
I mean, you're good.
Good question.
So when you see the film outside of school, what does it make you feel?
It's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It felt so magnified. You know, as a DP, I was cringing because I didn't want them to see the jitters and stuff. But it was great. I liked it. I loved it.
For me, it might be because we've been getting a good amount of like recognition and applause from people. I think this is the first time in a long time I've got to watch it as just like a fan. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually proud of the work now. I'm like, oh shit, it's actually pretty good. You know?
It is pretty good.
Yeah, no.
Like it's actually good.
Because anytime we were editing, of course, I'm watching it like a critic. I'm not watching it to enjoy. So I'm able to actually just enjoy Irma and smile. The other day we were doing closed captions for something we can't talk about quite yet.
Yeah.
But it's like submission requirements.
Oh.
The other day we were doing closed captions and I was trying to watch out for the text, and then the ending caught me and I stopped paying attention to the text. It was just like, it just grabbed me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Academy semi-finalist.
Hey, yo, we need to pray before we leave too.
No, bad. I'm about to leave, so let's pray right now.
All right.
You want to lead it?
No, I need you.
To be honest, I'm excited to do this, but this is very difficult for me. I was talking to my boss at work, and I was telling her why I enjoy directing. And part of the reason why I enjoy directing is, on average, I feel like if you were to ask somebody what's their favorite movie or favorite show, and then who made it, they won't know. But they probably do know the actors and stuff like that. But I love the idea that I could work on stuff and no one would know who I am. Obviously, we all like a little bit of recognition, but I don't need a lot. I'm choosing to put myself out there now because it's more of a spiritual thing. I just feel like it's time. I know for me to get to the next part of my life, that person I see myself being and the things I see myself accomplishing, being more open and transparent and vulnerable and authentic is part of that future person I want to be. I don't want to be somebody online who only shares the wins. I don't want to be somebody who tries to look like they know what they're doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Truly. I don't know. I hope to share my journey, and when I arrive there, be able to look back at a video like this and be proud, Even though I'm making this to put online, I'm really making it for my future self. I'm making it for my future self, and my camera is spazzing when I'm delivering the fucking moment, dog.